Welcome back to K-Ratio's Week in Preview. I'm Kyle Littner and I'm here today to provide actionable insight for the future, not recap the past. In this week's episode, several states are set to reopen with others more to join them in just a few days. We'll put the politics aside and see what this means specifically for freight. So first, let's take a look at which states are doing what. As you can see from the map, the majority of states remain under restrictions, but those in gray have reopened with precautions in place, and those states in yellow are set to have stay-at-home orders expire on April 30th. Remember these states for this week as they play an important role in how you should prepare for your business. The reason why these states will play such an important role this week is because of something that we've mentioned in the past, but I'll repeat it again. The freight market is like any other market in the sense that it has a certain level of homeostasis to it, and it's only when that balance is upset that we find new price opportunities. And those market dynamics are what bring us to where we're at today. Volumes nationally as well as cancellations both remain severely depressed, sitting at historically low levels. This has produced a national long-haul van rate not seen since 2017 and forced carriers still operating to scour the country in search of any load, much less a high-paying load. And it's that last part that brings us back to the states reopening and the map we first showed. If there was a theme for freight during these quarantine times, it would be something that we mention in nearly every report and every episode we air, and that's destination matters most. Right now, more than ever, where a truck ends up is the single dominant factor in determining fair market value for a load. When that truck gets to that destination, for whatever the reasons may be right now, if there is no load for it to take, that carrier can demand a premium on that lane despite the fact that volumes overall are down and that capacity everywhere is abundant. Remember just a few weeks back when we showed how the normally powerful produce season was overshadowed by relief efforts everywhere else? Well, that has changed and in a serious manner. When restaurants nationwide were forced to close, huge demand for produce immediately took a hit. Supply chains to reroute this produce were not established yet. That's now changed, and the reason why we see markets like Fresno, California display a good pickup in volume. Which brings us back to our point about destinations. If you're in a market that does have volume, and you've got your choice of where you want to end up, you're not going to charge the same amount of rate per mile for each location. You're going to charge a premium for the less than desirable locations. Take a look at what the refrigerated price action for Lakeland, Florida to Atlanta, Georgia shows. It's a 32-cent increase in just the past week, and that's for a load to Atlanta, not Anchorage. Which brings us back to that map from the beginning. Those states lifting sanctions will have businesses reopen as well, and that means two things. One, a greater demand for goods from those businesses, and two, a greater amount of goods produced by those businesses, both of which mean higher freight volumes in those markets. What does that mean specific for freight this week? Well, carriers can demand and expect less of a premium going into those areas as finding a load getting out will become easier. Brokers need to be aware of this, and shippers can expect fewer cancellations and possibly even lower rates as available capacity in those markets will become even more abundant. Again, a big thank you for all that continue to submit questions to our open and ongoing Q&A. If you continue to send them, we promise to keep answering them. So leave them in the comments below. Send them to info@k-ratio.com, or you can message me directly. To stay up to date on everything freight, follow us on LinkedIn, or for more information on our award-winning freight intelligence program, check us out at k-ratio.com. Please stay safe, and thank you all again for watching.